Welcome, listeners and viewers, to the podcast. And today we're going a little prehistoric, a little dangerous. We might even take a walk in a park. Today we're talking about dinosaurs. And oh boy, this is not gonna go well.
My favorite podcast.
Wah, 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 copyright.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I've been kind of obsessed with dinosaurs lately because you want to know something fascinating? I have not watched a single Jurassic Park movie.
yeah,
And there's a new one coming out in July.
you had said that, and I was like, I find that actually extremely surprising. Because you definitely don't strike me as the horror kind of person, but Jurassic Park is kind of like, even though it's horror, it's like universally like acclaimed. It's like one of
So
the
you
main
see,
things that you watch.
I haven't
when
watched it
I
either,
was a
though,
wee
so
young lad, my dad told me that because I don't like jump scares, and when I was younger, he told me there's a bunch of jump scares in Jurassic Park. He said this while we were on the Jurassic Park ride, and the Allosaurus jumped out at you right before that part. So yeah, I'd never watched Jurassic Park. Recently, though, I did watch the two shows for it, Camp
shows.
Cretaceous and Chaos Theory. But I need to watch the movies.
Yeah,
I
they're
gotta
actually
go yo ho ho and pirate it. Don't
they're
actually
actually
pirate stuff, but do.
they're actually
Oh.
really good. I do not love jump scares either, just because I feel like they're really cheap horror. I'd rather have something that's like dark and mysterious, or like um more of like an atmospheric horror. Um
I
but
don't like them because they scare the shit out of me.
yeah, well, I mean, they're cheap horror. You can't help but jump when it comes to a jump scare. That's why it's called a jump scare. Um but like I'm thinking of like the specific jump scares, and a lot of them are not like straight up like just a jump scare. A lot of it is you see the dinosaur seconds before it happens. So like
Mm-hmm. It's
there's one,
unnerving.
yeah, so there it's not straight up jump scares, and there's definitely, especially in like the first Jurassic Park, there's some like, actually I guess in all of them really, there's like some gore horror. You know how like horror is like kind of like
Gore.
I don't mind gore horror. It's the more unnerving, uncanny valley stuff and the jump scares that get me.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm obsessed with uncanny valley shit, and I literally have a TTRPG character that's
Maybe you
literally
don't.
whole thing is
Maybe you
uncanny
don't
valley.
hate jump scares.
Like jump scares, I agree they are a bit cheap, but also when used correctly, dude, they scare me so badly.
They
That's
can be
why
used
I
for
struggle.
comedic.
It's comedic sometimes, but also
Yeah.
it prevents me from playing a lot of horror games because unfortunately that's a common thing in horror games I want to play. It's just FNAF. God, the
Yeah.
jump scares.
And the
I
table.
don't know how I play Phasmophobia because when the ghost has jump scared me before, and I nearly
It's
shit myself.
Oh my god,
well, like the jump
phasmophobia.
scares.
That's
Not.
what
It's not like a sudden jump. It's like the hands come on the side of your screen, but it's not like a boom. It's on your screen, right?
No, but I
I
think
think it
what
might be
he's
a
talking
sudden
about,
movement
I
too.
think what he's talking about is that moment when you turn the corner and the ghost is right there. Because I've definitely had that happen a couple of times, and it's like you turn the corner and the ghost is right there. You go, "Oh fuck!"
Me when I'm
I think
playing
it's also
Valorant.
like the sudden jolting movement that just startles me into like fight or flight
Yeah.
or just freeze.
Yeah, but I really like Phasmophobia because it's a lot of atmospheric horror. Um,
Now
it's
imagine Phasmophobia, but it's Jurassic Park because there's actually a game just like that, and it is terrifying. Apparently, I've seen clips where it's completely silent. You don't hear anything. You turn around, there is an Indosaurus Rex slowly creeping up on you.
that sounds like so much fun.
Something 5 times your height. Silently crouch sneaking towards you with barely any noise. And then suddenly you stop, you stare at each other, then it sprints at you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
it's like I heard like a thing about horror is all about timing, but yeah,
It is
like
though,
but
to be
comedy
fair.
is also all about timing, which is kind of funny.
Hmm.
Which is why games like
If you fuck one up,
Lethal,
it becomes the other.
yeah, Lethal
Lethal
Company.
Company
Lethal Company are so good because they got all of the timings perfectly. So that way it's a
for
comet.
horror and for comedy.
Yeah, so it's a comedy horror. It's great.
Lethal
It's
Company can
great
be.
fun.
I love how we've gone from
Jurassic
talking
Park to
about
horror.
dinosaurs to
Yeah.
horror,
Yeah.
which it's a reasonable progression, but dinosaurs. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but there's a dinosaur that I love the most that they get kind of wrong in the movie. Wait, let me see. I was expecting it to pronounce the name. I did not expect it just to do the call of it. Oh, my heart. Ther there Therizinosaurus. Hope I pronounced that right.
Okay, yeah, we're bringing it
Freddy
back to
Krueger looking
dinosaurs.
motherfucker.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Known as the Reaper Lizard or the Scythe Lizard. The giant chicken with the giant claws.
Yeah.
Love that one. But in the movie, they show its claws as very strong that it just kills for fun, even though it's a herbivore. No, those nails aren't used to fight well. They
Interesting.
could because they're fragile.
What do they use them for then if they're herbivores?
To grab branches.
I was gonna say probably grabbing things or cutting plants leaves off of plants, which they would probably use their mouths for actually, so probably not that.
They use it to grab the branches and pull them down.
Yeah, I
That's it.
guess.
And also for like self-defense, but like to scare people, not to actually attack, because those nails are shit. Those things are weak. But also to explain off the Jurassic Park one, maybe the scientists fucked it up a bit, and it looks normal. It seems normal, but maybe its claws were extra strong or something for some reason.
Or maybe
You know, that thing obliterated the
the
Dinosaurus Rex.
or maybe the movie producers did not care as much about reality as they did about cool factor.
Coolness, yeah.
If they cared
But
about
also, I
reality,
think back
dinosaurs
then
couldn't
when
breathe
they
well.
I think when they made the movie that had it in it, that was before they found out that the claws were not for killing.
Did
That's
you
also a
Before they
possibility.
realized, oh, these things are fragile as shit.
did you know that back when the dinosaurs were alive, there was a lot more oxygen in the atmosphere?
I was
Which
gonna
means
talk about this, yeah.
if you brought them to today, they would I don't know if they'd die, but they wouldn't do well.
Yeah.
Oh no, they would not live. Like
They
that's why there's
would.
absolutely massive bugs back
Same
then. Because
same
bugs
if we
absorb
went
air through their skin.
same if we went back, I think it would we would feel off. Definitely.
Yeah, but I don't
I
think we
feel
would
like
have as
we're
much
high on
I don't think we die.
No, I don't think we would have as much difficulty surviving as something that needs more oxygen in a lower
Than it has.
oxygen
I think we'd be
atmosphere.
high if we went back then.
Yeah.
Although too much oxygen can kill a person, but it was not like
Yeah.
enough more
Yeah.
oxygen that it could like it's like pure oxygen will kill a person. But
No.
obviously the
Yeah.
atmosphere
I
was
think
not
it
pure
would
oxygen.
let us run more. Like we would have more
No, we would
we would
definitely
get
no. It would be bad for us though. We wouldn't feel
in
well.
long term, yes. But in short term, it'd probably give us like a boost.
Short term, it would probably not feel well
I
either.
was to say I think it would probably be the opposite. I think it would be short term we would not feel well, and over time our bodies would adapt to it and
Maybe
micro evolve and
just like not
potentially
breathe as much.
well, either not breathe as much or our bodies would find
Oh
things
yeah,
to do with the increased oxygen.
Like
or
make us
decrease the amount
bigger.
of blood cells so you don't absorb too much.
Yeah, and then you would use less energy, therefore being able to run theoretically further or faster. Although
Maybe.
the human body is already incredibly efficient. Like its stamina is literally infinite.
Yeah,
Uh,
infinite.
No, the
No,
mine ain't.
but I know
okay,
what you mean. We have we can run a while,
yeah, we
like a
can run
long
for
lot more than
more than pretty
anything
much
else.
anything else. Yeah. I saw a statistic that said that not like peak human body, but like somebody who's actually like able to um somebody who's semi athletic at least um I don't remember if it was running or just walking, but they could do that theoretically indefinitely without stopping. Of course, you need to stop for sleep and you need to stop to eat and stuff like that. But other than that, like our bodies are so incredibly well tuned that you can literally just walk forever. And there's nothing stopping
We
you.
used to be hunter-gatherers. Like, literally how we would hunt our prey, we'd just slowly walk after it. It'd be sprinting, tire itself out. We're still there, just slowly walking, hunting.
Like
waiting
that
for
one
it to
horror
exhaust
movie
itself.
trope where it's like the monster that's super slow but it never stops. The snail.
The fucking immortal,
The immortal
snail,
We're the immortal snail to most predators. Like, mammoths, they feared us for a reason. Anyways, but realistically though, if Jurassic Park, all that horrible stuff could have been avoided if one, they just gave them more budget. Two, if they had a competent person in charge. And three, if they just gave some enrichment to the damn dinos.
Okay,
As someone who's been at a zoo for a year of school, I'm so pissed. Like, so much of that. Cage-breaking velociraptors, give them something to manipulate.
Okay,
T-Rex
here's the thing. You may not know this because you've not seen the movie. Jurassic Park, the problem was that what's his face? I want to say his name is Ned.
They had a shit director.
No. There's a guy who was trying to steal stuff from them, so he turned off all the security measures. That's kind of the whole
even then
I've never watched it either.
Yeah, so as you though, if all the security measures turn off, the animals don't always escape. Wanna know why? Because they're comfortable and happy and enriched in their enclosures.
But it's dinosaurs.
It's dinosaurs. What are you going to do to enrich dinosaurs? Feed them other dinosaurs?
Enriched dinosaurs. Okay. Velociraptor cage breakers, as I said, give them something to manipulate, like door handles or something. Make a little toy for them.
Oh yes, let's teach them how to open doors. So.
No, they already know how to open doors. That's like a whole trope of the movie.
Really?
Yeah, cage breakers. Cage breakers are taken care of if you give them something to play with and manipulate, like a bunch of handles and stuff. That's how they actually do in real life.
Well, either way, there needs to be a plot.
For say, like a big animal, like a T-Rex, some large toy where they have to try and get goats out of it or something. Lots of simple stuff could have made that park so much better. And also, just not having security systems that could be easily turned off.
So yeah,
well, the guy was literally the IT guy. So
you better background check for island full of fucking dinos then.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so simple.
Wait, why did Bro turn off all the security when he could just turn off the one security that was?
I don't think he meant to. I don't remember exactly. It's been years since I've seen the movie.
Bro.
But I if I remember correctly, he tried to turn one thing off or he hacked this. He went into the system, did something to something, and then it broke other like mechanics in the IT system, and it shut everything down.
Basically, if everyone was a bit more confident and a few more IQ points, the whole movie would have never happened, right?
A few more points into intelligence, yeah, or wisdom.
I'm excited about the new movie though too because that looks honestly terrifying but amazing.
I'm surprised
failed experiments on a single island.
I'm surprised they're doing another movie. Because the original Jurassic Park was a trilogy, and then Jurassic World was a trilogy, and they're adding another Jurassic World on the end of it. It feels like a money grab. It
comes in threes though. 3 trilogies, 3 islands.
How do you have more than just like the dinosaurs escape? How do you expand upon that?
You add new dinosaurs. I'm not even joking. That's how it happens.
New goal. They're actually doing a new goal in the movie. They're actually going for like certain DNA in big dinosaurs that you can only find on that island because it's the failed experiments.
They did something similar with the second Jurassic Park movie though, where they had to go.
Yes, but this one's for heart diseases. That one was for like making more dinos or something.
I think it was the second Jurassic.
Oh yeah, spoiler warning.
We'll have that at the beginning. Don't worry. I will say this: the book apparently is a lot more scary than the movie so far.
I
It's a book?
loved
But
the
the
book.
newest
I
movie?
loved
I
the
didn't know there
book.
was a book.
It was
newest movie is
originally a
R-rated.
book.
Huh.
New movies R-rated, unlike the other movies.
Interesting. Yeah,
That means and it showed one of the scenes from the original book. The T-Rex grabbing someone from the water as it drowns.
yeah.
That implies that they're going to show more scenes from the book, which is terrifying because one of the book scenes was already a baby getting eaten by a bunch of little carnosaurs.
You know, for a
Compies, yeah.
person who's never seen oh yeah, you saw the shows. Never mind.
Shows, and I've seen a lot of clips about it because I've been obsessed with it lately.
Short form content moment.
Did you say short form content moment?
Yeah.
Content warning? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Short form content moment is crazy.
Like,
What's y'all's favorite dinos? Because honestly, dinos are fascinating.
Cosmo, I know what your favorite dinosaur should be. I went to
I
do
don't know what my favorite dinosaur is.
I went to do research for this. Did not find a lot of information. It was just a lot of like dinosaur names. But I found a very interesting dinosaur name.
There's this there's like a one that it's just like a small bird looking guy. Kinda cute.
There's a dinosaur called a Cosmoceratops.
Are you kidding me?
It's actually a
spelled
Camosaurus one.
It's spelled the same way your name is too. It's great.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my bro looks so dumbfounded.
Wait, there's actually.
Yeah, there's a dinosaur called a Cosmoceratops.
What is that? What is
There's
going on?
Cosmoceratops?
What is going on with that?
Oh my god, why does he look like one of those classic nerds in cartoons with the hair like that?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's actually a Camarasaurus.
Yeah, Cosmoceratops.
That's crazy.
I know, it's great. I found that and I was like, I bet Cosmo's gonna love that.
I love how Cosmo has such a silly looking one. Mine's also a bit weird though. Camarasaurus. Why I got the spikes?
Spikes. Oh, yeah, I see that. Oh, he looks funky. Why do dinosaurs look so funky?
Because, like, imagine those two facing off though. Whoa, whoa. Why is horse sideways for yours? I just realized. Those are silly goofy, but yeah, my favorite one's definitely the Therizinosaurus. Just because, look, I want one. I'm gonna name it Tony. I'm playing a Minecraft mod pack with dinosaurs. I literally finally got one of their eggs, so yeah.
You're gonna name him Tony?
Yes, he's gonna be named Tony, and you will have to live with it.
I guess so. Yeah, my favorite dinosaur is probably the Spinosaurus. Because it was everybody's all like, "Oh, big predator, T-Rex." The Spinosaurus was so much better because it was both aquatic and like what's the word for on land?
Oh, have you seen the 2024 version of it?
No.
It looks a lot more aquatic, so to speak.
Yeah. But like they were, I believe, larger than T-Rexes were, if I recall correctly, or at least some species of Spinosaurus. Or subspecies. But they were essentially apex predators, where the T-Rex was, at least I've seen stuff that was like is the T-Rex an apex predator or scavenger, stuff like that. And there's a lot of, if I recall correctly, there's a lot of debating upon whether it is a scavenger or not. The T-Rex. But like the Spinosaurus was, granted, it was mostly hunting aquatic things, but it did do like ambushes out of the water and stuff.
Yeah.
And was essentially just an apex predator, and I find that, I don't know, it looks cool too.
Yeah. But I will say in the Jurassic Park movie, the only reason that Spinosaurus won the fight was because that one was an adult versus facing a younger T-Rex.
Yeah, I believe Spinosauruses are a little more fragile than T-Rexes are, just
Oh,
because they don't
definitely.
have
Have you
as
seen their necks?
yeah, they do not have as much meat on their bones.
Although I've seen theories that the necks, they said, what if it's similar? There's one bison. That's what it was. Instead of like a long neck, what if that was just like a hump and just very strong muscles to yeet prey? Just grab them and absolutely throw them.
I think that a lot of dinosaurs, like more dinosaurs, are feathered than we thought. We think.
There is
Right?
some proof pointing towards that.
Yeah.
Because like you can preserve the bones, but like you can only get so much
Feathers are
information
hard.
from that.
Well, they have found proof that at least some dinosaurs that we didn't think were feathered were feathered. Um, I don't remember what it was. It may have even been the T-Rex. It was
Yeah, that's
some.
what.
Yeah, that
It
was one
was.
of them.
One of the large predators that you generally think of as like very reptilian.
I mean, the kind of bird shape though.
They are kind of bird shaped. You're right. um, but they definitely, there is a lot of proof, especially more recent proof, pointing towards the fact that dinosaurs may have, a lot more dinosaurs than we think may have been feathered.
Speaking of feathered dinos, one of my favorite feathered ones besides my Therosaurus, Microraptors. They're just little guys.
This is my favorite dinosaur is probably this little guy. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's like
Archaeopteryx.
it's like a
Archaeopteryx?
yeah, it's just like a little bird guy.
Oh, that's adorable.
I
No, yeah,
know.
they are cute.
Microraptor's better.
Look at him. And
Microraptor? It's just a Velociraptor version of that, though. Velociraptor is another they think was feathered, by the way.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which honestly, what's more terrifying? A giant chicken or a velociraptor? Honestly, I'd say the giant chicken version might be scarier.
A giant chicken, that's just a turkey. But
No,
A giant
fuck's
chicken.
sake, man.
a giant chicken.
A giant chicken with claws.
That's just a fucking emu. You know they have claws thick enough to rend steel, or powerful enough to rend steel.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, emus are fucking wild, bro.
Emus are
Emu. They must be the
actually not
ancestors
emus.
of
There's something
cows.
similar to emus that is more of a cassowaries.
I was gonna say
Those
cassowaries,
are
probably.
modern day dinos. They're more dangerous than emus and more aggressive. Although they
Cassowaries.
didn't go to war like emus did.
I was to say the emus won 2 wars against the Australian government. I think they're doing pretty good for themselves.
Oh god. Hey, I'm sorry for yawning so much. Oof. Viewers, I am very tired. I am eepy.
Which is unfortunate because you're supposed to be leading the conversation because neither Cosmo nor I have hyperfixations on
For fuck's
dinosaurs
sake, I
right now.
know.
I'm just saying.
Fucking hell.
Bugs. Bugs. Back in the dinosaur time, bugs were kind of like big. They were like huge, kind of scary.
Fucking massive, considering. You know how long your arm is?
Yep.
Imagine a dragonfly that big or a bit bigger.
Actually, I don't know.
I was to say, how would you not know how long your arm is? Also,
I don't know the
are you talking
exact.
about? Are you talking about like your forearm or your entire arm?
Your entire arm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I was like, forearm, that's a little small for what I thought that the size was like.
Well, forearm, whole arm, it varies depending on how long your arm is. Like my arm, it'd probably be more like my forearm and hand. But they were big.
Big motherfuckers, yeah.
um.
Like
Yeah.
it's because of all the oxygen back then. They could take in more oxygen than modern day ones can.
Yeah.
So they could reach sizes like the one I just sent you guys.
Damn.
They're big. Now imagine
And then,
that landing on you.
Average Australian dragonfly.
well, if it's a dragonfly, I wouldn't be too scared of a dragonfly. I mean, dragonflies are kind of chill.
Dragonflies are not fucking chill. Have you not seen the merc prey?
Yeah, but we're still too big for them, I think.
Just swarm of those giant ones.
I don't know. Imagine like
Oh, we know they could have hunted in groups.
imagine finding a
I was just saying,
beehive, but then
do
you
dragon-
realize that all the bees are like the size of prehistoric bees.
Oh
Did
god.
bees exist back then? Actually,
I think so. Probably in a more primitive form, but
yeah,
I was not looking.
apparently they did. Oh god, imagine prehistoric bees. Imagine encountering that.
oh no.
Oh god.
It's a fucking Pokemon at that point.
It's what's that? Dragon.
Beedrill, I think.
Beedrill. Yeah, Beedrill.
Oh,
That's the
Beedrill,
Pokemon
yeah.
I was thinking of.
I mean the fireflies. I meant dragonflies back then. Basically, were just Yen Mega. Diplosaurus was one of the most inaccurate dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park movies.
The what?
One, they were
What?
20 feet tall and didn't have the frills or the venom in real life. Instead, they got made raptor sized and given venom and frills like a fucking
That
lizard.
maybe it was a different
Yeah.
dinosaur then. That seems like way off.
No, that's what they did. Yeah, that's what they did. They fucked it up
Oh.
entirely.
Yeah, they did.
Sorry, Diplodocus fans. Your best boy does not spit venom, nor is he a frilled lizard. He's a 20-foot tall motherfucker that eats people.
Oh
Now,
No,
we
no.
all avoid the most scary dinosaur in Jurassic Park. Most people don't think they're scary, but they are terrifying.
Brachiosaurus.
Compsognathus.
I have no idea what that is. How do you spell that?
Compsognathus. Compy.
Oh yeah, the compy. Oh my god, that fucking scene where the guy wanders off to take a piss and then gets mauled by compies, and it just shows his blood going down the stream as his screams like slowly fade away. That scene scarred me.
Is
Like-
this the piranha?
wanna know
Like the
something worse, though?
piranhas? The piranhas
In
of
the book, that was supposed to be
land?
the guy who ran the park in the book, though, that happened to. Like, even in the kids show, they showed this for one of the poachers, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, you showed this?
Yeah,
Are they
These
like?
things, they have a mild venom, so you're paralyzed but alive while they eat you, and you just
Oh.
slowly stop being able to run. You fall over. You're alive. You're still twitching. You still can barely move, but they're just gonna tear you apart alive.
Damn
But in
it!
the book,
I'm
they
so
also did that
annoyed.
to a baby.
I'm so annoyed right now. Like I was
like
looking at
Subway
I was
wrestling.
looking at like Google, right? And I went to say, is Compsognathus venomous, right? And it says there's no evidence that real life was venomous. But then I look up and it says AI overview, so I don't know if I can trust it. Why are all of the drop downs AI overviews?
Unfortunately,
Why?
that's the world we live in now.
Like, it might not have been venomous, but who knows? Still, they would be terrifying though, even
Okay.
without their venom, because they just swarm you, because they go in
Yeah.
giant groups. And it's just a bunch of. It's like the subway rats.
Like
A subway
piranhas?
rat swarming you.
Piranhas, but like not in the water.
Or constant sock.
Yeah.
Like, we actually don't know what dinosaurs had and didn't have venom. Like, there might be assumptions if we could find like prints of like venom sacs or something, but we don't know. Not until we make them, and that would be really bad if we just discovered, oh, T-Rexes actually had venom even though they're 50 fucking feet tall.
They can
I feel like a
spit
T-Rex would
venom
have no
out.
need for venom though.
No.
They don't have a
I
need for venom, that's the thing.
I don't think they would
Like,
have venom.
it's reasonable for
Because small
coffee to
guy,
have
yeah,
venom
that makes
because they're
sense.
small swarmers. So it makes sense they paralyze their prey and eat it alive. That's something
Right? Like
real
they
life
can go for
creatures.
bigger things as a pack and like actually do something.
Yeah, instead of just slowly risking all their lives, if they paralyze them like a snake would and wait for them to tire themselves out and fall over paralyzed, boom, eat them alive. Just like a snake. Um, but yeah, they did not Diplodocus, they did the little venom fuckers dirty.
Yeah.
They're actually just big 20-foot tall dinos. Which I find
Diplodocus.
Don't.
Diplophosauros. Diplophosauros. Yeah, they did them dirty. They're supposed to be 23 feet in length.
I don't. That may have been the fault of the book. I'm trying to recall if.
Oh yeah, no, the book was the first initial fuck up, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I recall correctly, the book had them spitting venom
the
as
book,
well.
they guy and then gut him slowly
Yeah.
and eat him while he was alive.
That sucks. Kind of a skill issue.
Kind of a skill
Skill
issue,
issue.
honestly.
Kind of a
Skiz
skill issue,
issue.
honestly.
Skill issue.
Should have not died to
Dinos
dinosaurs.
are amazing. Like, before we resurrect ancient species, let's try and resurrect some of our current extinct species. That'd be
True.
smarter.
Or mammoths. Because those could
Not
actually
mammoths,
survive.
We should focus on
I don't
our
think
current species that went extinct.
Well,
For
actually, maybe
instance,
they
the
could
passenger
survive in like
pigeon.
the Siberian winters.
I meant
Mammoths.
like oxygen wise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe like compies could.
But I don't think that
They're small.
the fucking like weather and temperatures would be right for like especially mammoths and stuff, especially since they
No,
live during like
no.
ice ages and stuff.
Yeah, not the weather, but still.
Not the weather, but the in just general environment. Weather is not what I
Yeah.
meant, but I meant like temperature. The overall state of the planet.
But I'm sure there's somewhere that it would be cold enough.
I hate that Ice Age was more accurate than Jurassic Park. It really fucking annoys me to no end that shit was more accurate than Jurassic Park.
Mammoths and sloths could talk?
Yes, the cartoonized version was more accurate still. even
So
with the
true.
talking
Definitely
shit.
true. Don't look that up.
But like, at least like creature-wise, they were technically more accurate, especially for ability-wise. It had more accuracy than Jurassic Park making their Diplodocuses a short motherfucker when we actually had tall kings. Ugh. Also, imagine what life would be like if there's still like dinos around, though. Like, how hard life would be. Like, sure, we adapt. We probably tame some dinos, but still, you'd have to be like, you cannot leave your kid alone anywhere. You because something small might
I-
get them like a compy.
I don't think it would actually be that much different.
Yeah,
Because
well, because they would
well-
evolve to be smaller because of the oxygen thing.
yeah, they would have evolved to be smaller. And on
Or
top of that,
birds.
there are like especially like with alligators, they're really dangerous. But they're not going to attack you unless they're hungry.
Yeah, I think
So-
the meteor that killed the dinosaurs really just sped up the process of what probably would have happened anyway. I mean, there would probably be more species without it, but they wouldn't be too different.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably have more reptilian species, but they got clean wiped. We probably have less mammals, honestly, and more reptilian.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I
That
believe
also leaves the question, like, would we evolve to be more related to reptilians than mammals? Like,
Might be
leaves the
more
question.
birds too.
Yeah, because they are very
more birds,
closely
yeah.
related to birds.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
reptiles and birds are closely related, so.
But like the other thing is, potentially living in a world where there are dinosaurs, is people live in places where there are incredibly dangerous animals all over the place.
Australia moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say fucking Australia and Florida.
Yeah, I
They-
just feel like
And they-
there's
they
some
seem to
parts
be
that
doing
would
fine.
be harder.
yeah, exactly. They're like
Or
You
maybe not
just-
Florida.
like. Did you say Florida's not doing fine?
Maybe.
Considering they're going underwater, no, they're not doing fine.
But like, especially in like Australia, kind of what just happened is that they kind of left, like, especially with like the idea of like the outback, like they kind of left an area for all those animals to reside so that they can have their own societies in larger cities like Sydney and areas like that where the humans can survive. So do I think the human population would be smaller? Probably. Do I think cities would be more crowded? Maybe. But do
Well,
I
if
think
there's
there
less
would be more
population,
do I think there would be more unprocessed land? Definitely. I think there would be
Oh yeah, no, like
I think there would be a lot more, or even
Mhm.
actually they probably
We
would have
might
wound
have
up
less
hunted to
ocean.
extinction. They would
That's
probably
what I
wind up
think.
hunted to extinction actually.
Probably for ivory,
Dinosaurs.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
honestly though, I'd say if that asteroid and stuff had hit, right, we might have more land than ocean. Because yeah, that asteroid definitely took out some land.
I don't
And
know about
caused a lot of
that.
I don't think
reformation.
that's the way that it works.
The like
Yeah.
like an asteroid that big, maybe some dirt and such went into space, but I don't think that much.
Yeah, because
Like
when you're
it may
thinking
have
of
caused a
like
catastrophe, but it doesn't need to be that big to cause a catastrophe.
Although also the initial global climate change back then, like the ice age and shit, was kind of a result of the asteroid hitting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not maybe, it's like a confirmed thing. Like
Well, wasn't the
because if
ice
an
age like
asteroid
a
hits water, it
wild?
evaporates it and basically increases it into the atmosphere, causing immense climate change.
Well,
Not
yeah,
to
I
mention
can imagine it
resulting
was cold
earthquakes and
afterwards,
ocean.
but causing the ice. It wasn't the ice age like a long time after, like millions of years after that. So I don't think those are.
I'd have to look it up, but it definitely caused like temperature changes, though.
Oh yeah, it definitely caused
probably
temperature changes
helped-
at the time. That's why the
Probably
dinosaurs
helped
died.
kill the dinos off.
It
It
caused
wasn't the
temperature
asteroid that killed the dinosaurs; it was the temperature afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is dinosaurs were warm-blooded, so they would have still survived.
It
At least-
warmed the climate.
Like it was some crazy climate change though. So I don't think it was still the climate that killed the dinosaurs, not directly the
No,
impact.
not directly the
Well-
asteroid, no. I do think it
So
probably was
the
climate,
asteroid
but-
technically caused about 5 Celsius or 9 Fahrenheit temperature increase,
That's huge.
but
Yeah, that's
that
massive.
is technically massive for about 100,000 years. It was also because the amount of dust, clouds, and other stuff blocking the atmosphere will cause like a cooling heating effect as it
Yeah.
keeps heat in, but it temporarily cools it off.
Yeah, I saw a video, like a long video about this, where it was like the ice ages were the result of that asteroid. Because the climate is such a fragile thing. And the effect of having I believe it was like because it shot so much or evaporated so much water, shot so many particles especially into the upper atmosphere. All of a sudden, instead of the light coming all instead of the heat making it all the way down to the ground, it was bouncing off the particles on the top of the atmosphere. And thus the planet was getting colder. And it over time um just kind of spiraled into a colder and colder and then once areas started freezing over, that snow layer and ice layer reflected more light, more warmth off of it because it's such a light color that it caused it to cool down even further. So that's how an ice age spirals. And it is usually like
Yeah.
the result of a large
It got
catastrophe.
nuclear
Like,
wintered.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah, but the problem is no ice ages line up. The asteroid hit 66
There
million
wasn't an
years
ice
ago.
age though, but it
Yeah,
was cold enough that it killed off everything.
yeah,
Because
yeah. But it
lack of
wasn't an
light
ice
plus the
age.
cold killed all the plants, which in turn killed the herbivores, which in turn killed the predators. Yeah.
It
It
was
was
too
a
short to be like an
bunch of
ice
domino
age, but
effect.
it definitely
Oh,
did
definitely
something.
cooled down. It might not have been an ice age, but they did have a pretty much a small nuclear winter that
Wait,
nuked the dinos.
wait. I'm looking at a graph, right? I found a graph of like,
Bro the
uh,
nerd!
I'm looking at a graph right now, and it's like of the temperatures at like a million years ago, right? And
Yeah.
I think you can see a little like divot where about 66 million, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah,
So
it dropped enough that the plants weren't used to that kind of temperature and it killed them off.
wait, I can't find a good graph. There we go. Okay, that's cool. All right, sorry, I'm done. Actually,
So
Basically, I
I
still feel like
definitely
it'd be cool though. As nowadays.
I
everyone
definitely
started
saw a
broadcasting.
video about that, about how like whatever was causing the ice ages. But this other article is definitely saying, or like it's not the AI overview, but the others like surface level stuff. Is definitely saying that it is a natural thing, which I actually had forgotten about, but I did know. Um
Yeah.
the uh sorry, I closed that tab. I don't know why I did. Um It's caused by periodic changes in the Earth's orbit around the sun, um, which it is the spread of ice and the release of greenhouse gases. That's for warming the planet back up. Um, One significant trigger in initiating ice ages is the changing positions of Earth's ever-moving continents, which affect ocean and atmospheric circulation patterns. Um,
Nerd.
but but like, I mean, I'm just reading off what this thing says. Uh,
I know.
but like ice ages are a natural thing. There, if you look at the graph of temperatures or whatever, and like the points where the ice ages happen, it's a
Mm,
standard fluctuation.
yeah, I see it. I see it. Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Honestly,
Dinosaurs.
it'd be really cool if they were alive today. Like, imagine just having some of these things as pets.
I wonder, because we know
I'd
some
have
aquatic
pterosaurs.
dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
But like, there's gotta be more aquatic. Like,
Oh,
I wonder
definitely.
how
We just probably haven't
big
found.
they got, because you know that there are like some giant sea creatures now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, were there
High
bigger
oxygen
creatures
tank
back
convection.
then? Is
So
that a
you
question?
remember the megalodon, right?
Yeah, yeah, but that wasn't quite as big as a whale.
Also, that was not a dinosaur.
But it
Yes,
was
but it was a
around at the same
prehistoric
time,
beast.
right?
It was
Yeah,
about the same
we're
time,
talking
but
about prehistoric beasts at this point.
Actually, it seems like it was after,
Was it
actually.
mosasaurs? Mm,
Commonly is an extinct species 23 to 3.6 million years ago. So that was after the asteroid, actually.
mosasaurus, pretty big, pretty big.
well, the thing is, like, nothing can rival a whale.
Yeah.
Like, that is as big as an animal gets.
Yeah, but is back then, right? Is it possible
There was
that
probably
there
bigger back
was?
then.
but
I
we
could
have not yet.
imagine.
Mosasaurus was like,
Okay, but we have not yet discovered anything that even gets close to a great blue whale.
Which is probably most like a part of it's probably because it's really hard to dig underwater like that.
yeah,
Part of
probably
it,
most of the
maybe
skeletons
it's
are at the
also a
bottom
limit.
of the ocean.
There's also a chance it is a limit, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anything specific like that. That is for a fact the largest you can get. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that is the largest we've discovered so far.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're pretty
that is
fucking
true.
big. Like, people do not seem to comprehend just how large a blue whale is. Like,
Oh, you know, they're fucking massive.
they are just out, like, ridiculous. And the fact that something like that still lives today is so fascinating.
Also, we should consider that it's entirely possible the mosasaurus, we might be entirely wrong about what it looks like. It might not be a sleek, thin predator. It might be blubbery like a whale. It might be bigger than it actually is depicted.
Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at a whale skeleton, like, it does not look like it has as much. It does not look like it's as large as it actually is. So
Yeah,
it's
so like
possible.
that's why some people are thinking that like the water ones we gotta make them a bit. Oh.
But
Okay, can I just say about whales? It's so weird that there's mammals that live at the bottom of the ocean. Like, they have to breathe oxygen. Why are they doing that?
Not the bottom. No. Correction. Not the bottom.
Not the very
Yeah.
bottom of the ocean, but like especially
Pretty deep.
I think it's
Pretty
sperm
damn
whales. They dive. They
Sperm whales
dive.
go the deepest because they
Yeah.
hunt gigantic and colossus squids.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But still, like, what are they doing down there? They can't breathe.
They can hold their breath for
That's
incredible.
what
No,
you
I know they can. But what do you mean that's what you think? Have you ever seen a whale's blowhole? It's literally just a human nose on the top of their head.
They
It's
can breathe
freaky.
underwater.
Sperm whales can hold their breath for average for up to 90 minutes. The average is around 45.
Yeah,
And yet
like,
they go down and fight these massive fucking squid.
yeah, but like, why are there mammals living underwater? What are they doing down there? They can't fucking breathe.
Because fuck you, that's why.
That's a good point.
Hmm.
Nature
give
will
you the middle
always
finger for your
nature will
science.
always find a way. I know, they're just like middle fingering nature.
No, nature's middle fingering you.
Yeah.
I guess it's fair. I guess
Doesn't
it's a
make
better
sense. What do you
analogy.
mean having a spring-loaded mammal makes sense?
It's good.
What do you mean having a tyrant lizard not make sense? That its descendant is a chicken.
Damn, chickens must be scary. Imagine explaining that to like an alien. Like trying to
Truly
explain the
foul.
concept of dinosaurs that turned into like chickens. Like
Oh, it depends on the like if they come from a place like where evolution happens, they probably wouldn't be too surprised.
I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair.
If they
But
went through a similar
but I mean
evolutionary
like okay,
process.
I guess as opposed to explaining to an alien, explaining to a child. Somebody who does not have an understanding of anything. Not literally an understanding of nothing, but
Yeah, so
generally
this chicken used to be like
this
yay
chicken used to be a
high.
this chicken used to be a T-Rex. What?
About yay high, giant teeth and claws.
Could eat
Run for
you.
your life.
From
Yeah.
Boris.
Yeah. It's fascinating the way that things
Where'd
work.
the term yay high come from?
Your mom. Sorry for that. I don't know what came over.
An imaginary
Anyway,
unit of measurement that illustrates the unknown height of an object. Sorry.
what's the imaginary height of a dinosaur?
Yay high. Yay.
Yay! Hi.
Yay! Hi, Tony, my beloved dinosaur that I'm totally gonna somehow bring to real life. If you didn't have one dinosaur in the modern world today and have it as your pet, what one would you pick?
The same one that I said as actually birds are like really difficult to take care of, aren't they?
Yeah, no, birds die so easy. One human, they're dead.
I like all of them are like no.
Well,
All of them
so
seem
Perfectly
like a
obedient pet.
hazard to my person.
That's a perfectly obedient pet, I said.
Maybe a bug.
a bug.
That'd be funny.
Cause like there's
Are you
still
sure
like
you're not the entomology person now? Have I
imagine like
infected
an
you?
ant farm, but the ants are like 3 times bigger than you.
You just have an entire house as an ant farm. It's
Damn,
just
that's
full of
crazy.
I'm
fucking
trying to bring
dirt. It's
Myrmex
just
into
made
the
of
real
glass
world.
and
That
full
is
of dirt.
terrifying thought. God.
Ant farm would be
Mermaids
pretty
are
neat.
actually scientifically possible if we consider the age of the dinosaurs, just making them a bit smaller. Dog-sized ants with thick iron-like chitin, that spit acid, because some ants do spit acid.
Yeah.
I
do
feel
that.
like if you
No.
were looking for potentially a dinosaur pet, you would want something small, right?
Yeah.
And you
No,
would want something
I'm going
French.
at least horse-sized.
You would want
Okay.
something French?
Therizinosaurus.
Yes, you would want something
Therizinosaurus.
French.
I want my cycling.
The only good thing that ever came
Or
out of France is
Ankylosaur.
dinosaurs. Okay? And you
True.
would want something French
And
shaped.
chocolate.
Um
Oh, I see. That's what you were gonna say.
No, you want something French.
Yes.
So you want a small French dinosaur, preferably a herbivore, so that it is not a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of
That
what
didn't stop cats or dogs.
I
that's
didn't
a
want my
good point.
giant lizard, or want Ankylosaurus.
But like I don't know. I'm thinking at least for me, I would want I mean, what I'm just describing is just a bird at that point. Like
Yeah.
Who needs a car when you have a tank, though?
Well,
or
there was some is there smaller reptilian dinosaurs?
there have to
Yeah,
be.
there is.
There has to be.
There is.
But like I think the problem is when I think small reptilian dinosaurs, I think compies. And those would not be fun.
A
Maybe
monster rat.
maybe if you could train
No,
a
but like
compy,
smaller, like lizard sized.
there must have been. I mean, at that point they're just lizards, not dinosaurs.
Exactly.
Though.
Yeah, but like
You
still,
could
there's
get a
Eklands,
what is it
same the
called?
lizards.
Pachyosaurs? The head-biting one? Those are
Cameron's gonna
dog
get
size.
killed by his pet dinosaur.
Hey, I said perfectly obedient. The viewers know I said
There,
that.
there.
Ooh, a bug. Oh, a Proceratops. Those are dog-sized.
Uh, small herbivorous dinosaurs.
Proceratops.
Fucking gave. It's fucking giving me Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Ankylosaurus.
Look up dinosaurs that would make
Look,
good pets. Stegosaurus.
Proceratops.
Why does the AI overview think a Stegosaurus would be a great pet? Velociraptor? A Microraptor?
A lot of people are saying Proceratops, actually, when I'm looking that
What
up.
is that?
Picture of it. It's a little guy.
How small is it? Oh, okay. That actually, no, actually, that works.
It's like a family dog, honestly.
What is it?
That's like, yeah. Look at the size comparison. That's not. I mean, it's a little big, but like not that big.
Oh, that is actually cute. I think we got our answers. What is this? The
Yeah,
Protoceratops?
Yeah, if I was going for like a family dog kind of vibe, that one. Or maybe something similar called a Piscosaurus. I probably butchered that, but that's how it's spelled. It's like the Triceratops, but silly.
oh my god! I once saw a a image, which was you know how like we base what dinosaurs look like off of bones we find.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like if people from the future found the bones of a person and tried to remake them, right? Like if an alien came down and tried to recreate the structure of a person, what would it look like? And it was like really creepy.
Yeah. Well, because 90% of what goes into constructing the appearance of a dinosaur that we have generally accepted is guesswork. We
Yeah,
have the bones, and the bones tell us, granted, they tell us some about the dinosaur, but there's such a large amount of like information that we're just
things.
flat out missing.
Oh goodness.
Hmm.
At least most of the
I
time.
found what you were talking about, and oh my, the human version would look so.
What the heck? That's crazy. I don't think that's exactly what I thought. But...
Yeah, no, like that's why, like, as much as I hate time travel, it would be useful for finding out what things look like.
Time travel.
But, like, the thing is, even if we clone something, like, we
I
can't
hate
be
time
assured
travel.
that it's 100% accurate to what it was because it's gonna be mixed with other things' DNA.
But I hate time travel, so no.
I hate time travel too, but for
It
dinos,
would be
I would
useful.
time travel.
I am under the impression that time travel, at least backwards in time, does not exist.
Yeah.
I actually saw
Or
a
time
video.
travel is just cryogenically freezing yourself.
Well, no, because there are ways to
There
make it so
are
that
ways to do
time is
that.
moving faster for you. Or or rather, I think it's the opposite way. I think it's ways to make time move slower for you, but you can never get it past 0.
If you go really really fast, then then your time will go slower compared to everyone else, which means everyone will see you going slower, even though you're
Yeah.
moving faster.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that I
It
saw a
only really
video about
happens if you
this.
get close to light speed.
Yeah, it's not noticeable unless you get close to light speed. Um but I saw something that was very fascinating about time travel, and it was explaining tachyons, which are particles that theoretically move faster than the speed of light and thus move backwards in time. They are entirely theoretical. There's zero proof of them existing. And I would be surprised if they actually do, but it's a cool thought experiment.
Yeah. Send a bunch of tachyons back in time to have a light go off or
Yeah,
something. And then you break every law of physics ever.
exactly. Which is why I don't think they actually exist, because literally the laws of physics,
They're
or the
just
laws
too
of
tacky.
the laws of they're just too tacky. The laws of the universe literally keep, like, all of those paradoxes come up the second that
Oh
you
yeah.
start talking about time travel, especially backwards.
Oh yeah, we were talking about dinosaurs.
And backwards time travel, literally, if it doesn't exist, none of those things apply, which is I think by design. I'm surprised we got an hour out of this.
I'm not.
I'm not that surprised either. We went pretty off topic.
This is true. We did
What?
not talk about only dinosaurs, but we did end up
Well,
talking about more
prehistory
general
is
Phasmophobia.
general prehistory. Yeah, which is what I had
inaccuracy
recommended
of
at the beginning.
prehistory-related things. All day is a pretty solid thing for us. Oh god, I have to choose who goes next. You know, I'm feeling a little spacey. I say we go Cosmosis.
Oh, they have to do an outro now.
Yeah, you have to do an outro now.
Yep.
Good luck.
So everyone, that was the Hit Podcast Off Topic, where we went pretty off topic today. We went off topic a lot though. We'll see you next week, I guess. Yeah, with unknown topic. I'll figure it out.
With topic not found, topic.exe not found.
Error 404 not found.
We'll let you know later.
Yeah.
We'll get around to fixing that.
Debugging that.
Error
Bye.
404. Topic not found. Please restart and try again. Good night. Or good day. You weird, weird people.